Hello, hello. I'm working. I made an error. All my bad. Is that
I'm working. I made
amateur hour? It's okay. Alright, I just wanted to get up the chat room and now I can fix the mistake that I made. I spelled ecstatic wrong, right? So now I have to correct it. It's already in the video. But let's hope it's small enough where people don't notice that it's spelled wrong. And I'll correct it in the thumbnail and I'll correct it in the description. Bad. Gosh. Amateur hours. See, I let myself play out loud and then I make a typo. A typo. Me, a typo. So bad. So I'm just fixing, see? And it's S static like that, right? I'm going to double check myself because yeah, I think I need to double check myself. And then we'll listen to Rhea. She's a sweet gal. Sacred Knowledge Tarot. She's getting up towards 1 million subscribers. I remember when she was just so shy and she was first on there. Nice gal. Very pretty. So I switched the piggy's webcam to across the room on their own computer. I guess if I decided to let them stream live, I could have them in my cam. But right now, I think I'm just going to leave them the way that they are. Because I'm just going to do a couple of things today. It's not extensive. What did I do? Oh, here it is. So let's write the word ecstatic. Just so that I'm not messing up. And we're going to go ecstatic. E-C stat-ic. E-C stat-ic. Feeling or expressing overwhelming happiness or joyful excitement. Right? But what did I do? I misspelled it. I wrote E-static. So bad. It's so bad. But I'm glad I caught it, because you know when you see people and they have typos and you're like, oh, it looks so bad. So we're going to have to sneak in this word. I had a big space between the characters, so now I just squished it. And I'm hoping that by squishing it together, we can get this to go right. So this is for the Piggy Teats channel. And I just told you that the Piggy Teats are over there looking at me like, hey, why aren't we streaming, buddy? Don't you like us anymore? Alright, so if we nudge this over. So what we're going to do is, alright, so now let's take static and kind of get that out of there. So we're going to go back to the base layer because, yeah, you know, when I typed it, I didn't save it in layers. I flattened it. So smart. Not. Okay. So I'm going to play with the static and we can both listen to Rhea. This is a Virgo reading. She's always so cute. I like listening to her. She's up in Canada and she made a nice life for herself. And today I have on a baseball hat because yesterday, I don't know, I looked all troll-like. I looked like I had a hump and I was down and there was no depth and this everything was dark. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put on a hat so people won't think I'm this little troll somewhere. Working, no troll. Working, no troll. Oh, let's listen to Rhea. Sorry. fast forward a
Welcome
little
in,
bit.
my beautiful Virgo friends. How are you?
We're
I am so
fine.
happy and thankful to have each and every one of
Say
you
hi,
here with
Ria.
me
We're
today.
fine.
So thank you,
Life is
everyone.
treating us well.
And those of you that are brand new to my channel,
Oh.
hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Let's go ahead, call in spirit, open
Like
up
I
the
said,
space,
she's a little
and see what it
sweetie.
is your soul is meant to hear today. So we're gonna look
I don't want
into
to call her
the next
little
3
as
months
in
of your
like
life.
she's
This
just
is
smaller than
January,
me is why I
February,
said
and
little.
March.
I didn't
So we're gonna
mean
start with
like
the spirit
anything
animal that is guiding
derogatory.
you through these months first.
She's actually
And
killing
we are
it
getting the
on
black swan.
YouTube.
So have you seen one recently, Virgo? If you have,
619,000
this is your
subscribers.
confirmation, your sign. If you
So I'm not the
haven't,
only one
you're
who's
seeing
saying
one
she's a
now
little
on your
cutie.
screen. So embracing your uniqueness, you find true beauty.
I
Be
find
bold
true
on your
beauty.
individuality. All right, so you are stepping into this new year as you, not wearing any kind of masks or layers.
But
that
I'm
are
wearing a
not
hat.
you. I feel 2025 for you, Virgo, has been a year where you've been shedding and releasing an old identity. And as you're stepping into this new year, you are crossing a threshold that is renewing your
There we go.
soul.
I don't know how we're gonna
quietly,
squish
there's
this
a new
in there.
identity that sits in the place
So
of the
bad.
old one as you shift from
I
2025
can't believe I
to
did that. So
2026.
bad.
And it's a shift that happens that's not going to be loud. It is something that is very subtle. It's in the background. So we're starting with the Two of Swords. So as you step into this month of January, I feel that you're going to make a choice. A choice that is going to
You know who
shift
else I
the
like?
direction.
Chris Recht. He's on YouTube, and I think he has almost 1 million followers. New Yorkers noticed something very disturbing. All right, we'll go back and we'll pick into that. Oh, Valhalla's on. Valhalla VFT. He's always interesting. I like because he speaks his mind. And the Deer Food Pantry is on. So let's, we have quite a few things, but let's find Chris Recht. And we're going to go to Our Open Marriage Isn't Working. Oh, those two are so in love. Plays with matches. Those two are so in love. So sweet. No, they don't have an open marriage. It's probably total humor. I'd bet money on it. Alright, let me go. Here's Chris Recht. I actually had him out. Here, I'll throw him on the screen that you can see. Him. And look, he has 940,000. He must be itching for that last 60,000. Go follow him. Let's get him up over 1 million. He deserves to be over 1 million. So does Rhea. Do Rhea too. So, Rhea is Sacred Knowledge Tarot. And then Chris Reck is Minnow Pond Tarot. Chris is talking about the 5th through the 11th. Why don't we just listen to Chris's Virgo for the whole year? My voice sounds funny. You know, I was talking a lot today, though. I should talk like this, because that way my voice sounds less stressed. I also sound stoned. Oh, no. Alright, so let's search Virgo in there, because he makes a lot of videos. Videos. I don't see a search button for his videos, so let's just scroll down. And Virgo, you are ready. And he's going to say, Virgo, I see the butterfly. That's my wrap it up alarm. Wrap it up already. I get up early. And this says wrap it up. It literally says wrap it up. I should have showed it to you. So the next 3 months. Let's listen to Chris.
Hey there, Virgo. Welcome
Hi, Chris.
to your reading for the next 3 months. This is going to be January, February, March of 2026. You have this sudden wealth card. It says big financial gain, winnings, monetary gift, financial success. Love it. You have this playmate. It says player, playing games, not serious,
Playa.
informal, recreation, sexual partner, hidden benefits, fun activities. Your first row is going to represent how you can have the best start to this quarter in 2026. And so each row is going to represent
Playa.
something different. You have the Nine of Pentacles, which is amazing for building wealth, of course.
Now let's bring
So-
a static
and the Page of Pentacles is
down
also actually pretty good.
into
So,
here.
you know, Page of Pentacles is usually like starting something new
We're going to take
or
one
working
point
in a
off
new
of it.
direction. As I always
just
say
to
you,
make it
Virgo, I
slightly
don't think,
smaller.
your energy is a little bit different to me than
So
everybody
there.
else.
See,
Like,
it's just
except
a
for
dinky
Aries,
bit
maybe, but
smaller.
what I would say is that, so if you have Aries in your chart, this is going to be extra true for you, Virgo, but what
Can
I
we
would say
squish it
is
together
that I don't
anymore?
necessarily think that
Can't believe I
Virgos
messed up.
are need to like
This
make
is-
this
this
big
is-
sweeping change. You know, it seems to me like all the other signs, you know, could be some people of the other signs could be making like much bigger changes.
All right, so the bumpies
for you,
are
I
off.
think
Do
it's
you think
more
people are going to
important
notice the
upgrade,
bumpies
you know?
are off?
For you, it's like you don't necessarily have to like quit your job or, you know, move to another country. You could if you want to, of course, do it. But you don't have to, is what I'm trying to say. And
You
so
don't have
Nine of
to.
Pentacles is about creating heaven on earth. Again, your first row is going to represent how you can have the best start to 2026, to the first quarter. And so Nine of Pentacles, again, is
I'm
heaven
going to
on
leave
earth.
the bumpies
She
off.
doesn't necessarily have heaven on earth, but she does things
Just to
create
leave them
heaven on
off.
earth, right? So it's about the
I can
actions
put
you
a
take
little
to make
tiny
your
bumpy
life
action.
more worth living. And
But
I would be thinking
Would
about
it be
that.
too
You know, what would
blicky?
make
I'm
your
already
life better,
squishing
even if
everything
it's not
together.
great. You know, it's you know, we all
Let's
have to
try
start
it
somewhere.
and
There's
see if
no
it looks
shame in
blicky.
starting small. So even if you have to start small, that's what I would be thinking about. She also has these grapes behind her, and as with most
Yeah,
of
it's
your
just
readings,
too much.
I've noticed that a
We're gonna
lot of your
stop.
readings talk about the skills
We're
that
just
you
going to
have,
leave it
Virgo.
alone.
And
Because look, when
you
it's
also
like
have the
this,
Judgment card here. I'm pretty sure I've said this. I said this to you in 2025.
guess I
It
can
just
move
seems
that
like
one
you could be
over
using a
and then
skill
everything
that
will
you
look
haven't
okay.
been using, or
Will it?
it's like maybe you have been
I
using
can
it, but you've been hiding it.
sort of
or,
move all that
or
over.
maybe it's something that you quit a long time ago. I'm trying to give you ideas on like where to look in your life, right? But I think you have a skill that, and this seems to me like it's a skill that could be applied to a lot of things. You know, it's like, you know, I don't really have a good example, but it's like if you're, you know, if you're funny, right? It's like that, your humor can be applied and can be beneficial to many different things, not just business, but, you know, can help you in other areas of life as well. It's like there's something about you that, and I don't know, you're all different, right? So you're going to have to think about yourself. And it's like, what part of you do you hide? Or maybe you don't hide it, but maybe you just don't highlight it as much as you should. And that's what I would be thinking about
Okay.
with the Nine of Pentacles. I would also
Why
be thinking
is-
about how
yuck.
you can apply it in different situations. I know that's not much of a
Let's
message,
undo the
but
move.
I do think it would be very helpful.
We're going to undo the
you have the
nudge.
Page of Pentacles, again, starting something new.
And then
I
we're going to
feel
go
it's more
up
like you're
here and
breathing
we're
new
going
life
to
into
take that
something.
layer off
Like
like
I said,
that.
it's like you're upgrading something that you've already been doing. You know,
There we
it could
go.
be it could be financial for sure.
Look
for
at
obvious
me
reasons.
doing
We have that
amateur
Sun
hour
Wealth card,
all day.
Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles.
All
you know,
day,
amazing
every
money cards
day.
here. And you know, it's like you're kind of
All right,
breathing
so
life
now
into
we're gonna
something
take-
again, or maybe
we're
you're
gonna
like
move this
revitalizing
one.
it. You know, it's like you're kind of you know, reworking something, and whatever that is. I think that could be an amazing opportunity, definitely something amazing that you could be doing
Oops.
this year, and I feel
Why
it
was
could
I
bring a lot of
moving
wealth, so I would do it. You have the Strength card. I think a lot of people are going to get the Strength
There we
card at the
go.
beginning of the year here because this is definitely a
And
year
now we're gonna
where we have to
take-
listen to ourselves. The
we
Strength
just
card,
move
this
this.
lion
Let's
represents
just
her
build
inner
it.
voice, and so I feel one of the biggest stumbling blocks that could come up for people in 2026 is listening to the devil on their shoulder, right? Listening to that voice that tells you you can't do something, or you're not strong enough, or you're too weak, or whatever. And again, the solution is very simple. She is controlling her inner voice, but it's something she has to do every single day. She has to take control of that lion and make sure that she's only listening
And now
to
we're
the
gonna
words that she
take
wants to hear,
that,
right? She's listening
throw
to
that
things that
in
make her feel
here.
strong inside her own head. And I definitely feel that will kind of like set you up for the rest
Look
of
at
the
all
year.
this work
if
because
you
I
start
spelled a
working on this
word
now,
wrong.
like even now. Today, this video will
And I
be
know
published
better
on the
than this.
27th of December. I'm recording it on the 26th of December, so, you know, definitely something to think about for sure.
And let's build a layer
With
underneath.
the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles, so, you know, holding on too tightly to something right now. He's not really hiding something, but he's just, like, he's not taking any risks, or big enough risks, to matter, right? That is the thing. He's kind of the card of playing it too safe. You know, he's just doing
There we
enough,
go.
or
Oops.
he's staying in a situation
So it looks
that
like
he
that
thinks
needs
is
to
keeping him
be
safe, but really it
done
isn't.
a little bit
And
better.
so I would think about that, like, how can you take bigger risks to stand out? You know, I've been telling everyone, with Uranus and Gemini, we have to stick out like a sore thumb, you know, in a good way. You know,
Stick
you have
out
to
like a
stick out
sore
for
thumb.
your uniqueness in all areas of life, not just work or money or business, but for love, for, you know, everything else. And, you know, that's what I would be
Does this
thinking
hat
about,
stick
you know,
out like
where
a
are you playing it
sore
safe?
thumb?
Again, where are you holding back, right?
I like this
With the Page
hat.
of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Swords. I actually feel pretty good about this Knight of Swords. I'm not the biggest fan of the Knight of Swords. He's rushing.
He's not the
kind
biggest
of being
fan.
too hasty. He's jumping to conclusions. You know, he's doing those bad things. But I feel pretty good about it here. You know, with the Page of Pentacles is also a little bit slow. He's too fast. The Page of Pentacles is a little bit
Alright,
too slow.
don't
So
do
you're
that.
kind of mixing the two together. And maybe you're not rushing, is what I'm trying to say here, Virgo, or you are taking your time. Which is good.
I wonder if I have
also feel
sound. Oh yeah, I do have sound because
King of
remember
Swords and
amateur
Ace of
hour?
Swords,
I
which
turned
is
it on.
amazing for information rushing into your head. So, you know, again, you could be getting a lot of good information, or, you know, you could be downloading a lot of good information from the universe.
So I also
It is
stream
very
on
intuitive
Twitch.
here. Again, Uranus and Gemini is like your brain.
I
is
guess
on
maybe
fire.
I should
You
go
know, you're
live
just
on there right now
downloading information,
because
a
I'm
lot of
about ready to
mental
get
activity
off.
with Uranus and Gemini. So it makes
It's like,
sense.
hi Twitch, goodbye Twitch.
With the
Oops.
Strength card, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles does what she can with what she's got. You know, that's like another
She
form of
does.
strength.
Oops.
She might not have the money she needs to take advantage of an opportunity or to make something happen in her life, but she's going to get started anyway, no matter what. So, you know, that is also a theme that has come up for people quite a bit this year. And I
So
think
it
will
doesn't. I
probably
can't get the
continue
hard
into
edges. I'm gonna
2026,
have to draw
that we need to
circles.
get started no matter what, and that's it.
I didn't really want to
Next,
start.
we're
Oops.
going to look at what
That's
is
a
the
square.
best opportunity
Well, a
for you this
rectangle.
quarter, and you have this new life card, which is great. You have this
It's like my
Stop Wood card,
voice.
which is
My
great.
voice sounds all
Like I said, I think the Nine of
grumbly.
Pentacles makes a lot of sense with the reading. You know, it just fits in very well with everything that's coming up. And like I said, the Nine of Pentacles is about creating heaven on earth, which could be a new life for you, Virgo. And the Chop Wood card just wants you to get to work on creating that new life that you desire. So if there are things that aren't perfect, or you know, if there are things that aren't going how you want them to, it would be a good time to work on those things. You have the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Judgment card. King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom, or needing to trust your knowledge and wisdom, basically, or needing to trust what you already know. He does things based off of experience. You know, he probably is the king
There.
that has been
All
through
that
the war,
editing,
for example,
because
and so
I
he
made a
knows, like,
mistake.
what to do. And
Such a bad
you know, I
mistake.
feel that the reading
So
itself
bad.
is saying you need to combine your
Alright.
like wisdom with
Ecstatic.
updates or something like that. It's like you already, you know, I think you have a good handle on the basics.
Now let me
Four
upload
Pentacles.
the.
Four of Pentacles isn't all bad. You know, he does
See,
have a
look
solid
how
foundation.
cute. I say how you
So it's
piggies.
basically saying, you know the
All right, so we're
basics
gonna
of
leave
whatever it
this
is that you're
here
about to
so
do
that
in
you
your
can
life,
see it
which
in
is more
that
than enough.
screen.
You can learn what you don't know later.
You can't really
And
see it in that
it's almost
screen,
like he's
can you?
encouraging you to get started in this reading. The other thing is, again, we're looking for the best opportunity here in this row, and the King of Swords is an amazing opportunity to learn from a mentor. And so this doesn't have to be a man, it could be any gender, it could be any person, and the person doesn't even have to be alive. The King of Swords could be a person, like, you could read their books. There are people I watch on YouTube that are dead, right? So, again, it's about, like, finding a person or even a group of people.
There we
I'm
go.
a big fan of having
So now
a tribe
I'm
of
back.
mentors. I think it's Tim Ferriss that came up with that, which is you
Can
just
you
have
see that?
like a group of people you follow where you take their advice and
No.
you try it, right? And so doing that could be a really solid opportunity.
All right,
You
where?
have the Ace of Swords, which is like
Oh,
a solid
okay.
opportunity for a victory.
So I
there
see
could
where it
be a
went.
victory
Hold on.
coming in for you.
Hold
The
on
trick with
there.
Ace of Swords is
Right here.
usually we have to cut something
This is
out.
what you can
we
see.
have this palm frond
All right,
here,
so let
and
me
we
pull
have
that
this
other
olive
one
branch
over here.
The palm fronds and the tarot can represent a
So I can
sacrifice.
upload
The olive
this.
branch is like an offer of peace or abundance. So there
Right
might be an
there.
opportunity
Can you see it
for
now?
you to, like,
Yeah, you
cut
can
one
see
thing
it
out of your
now.
life to give yourself more time, is what I feel. And
Oops.
that could lead to a big victory.
But that's not the
Ace of Swords
piggies one.
also is
Where's the
about
piggies
easily
one?
overcoming an obstacle The sword is above the mountain.
There we are.
So if there are
Do you
any
see it?
obstacles
Okay.
that you've been dealing with,
Yeah,
it's
so
like
right here, I
sometimes
have to switch this
we
up.
have to be brave enough to
I
climb
can
the
change
mountain.
out. Oops, make sure I've
The mountains
saved
here
it.
on the card to have the victory.
Such a goofball.
And, but Ace of Swords
Layer,
like an easy
flatten
victory. So it's like
image.
maybe what you don't realize is
Shut
that there's
it.
an obstacle
Do I want
in
to
front of
save
you,
it?
but maybe
Yes,
there is
I
a road
do.
up
Where's
the mountain
save?
where you
Oh,
can just drive a car
yes.
up the mountain. Like it's not going to be hard for you to overcome whatever it is you're trying to overcome. So if there are any challenges in front of you, I would like face those challenges because there might be an easy
If there's
solution.
any
And the
challenges
other
in
thing
front
is
of you, I
that
would
maybe
face
a
those
person has
challenges.
an easy answer to the problem.
There we go.
And so
So
go
there I
learn
am.
from smart people.
So Munchin, welcome. May
You
it
have the
be filled
judgment card.
with
Judgment can be a wake-up call, of course. These people are in these coffins. The coffin is their old
Static
life. Outside the coffin is
popcorns.
their new life. And so you have that card that
And
says new
did I
life
shut
on
that
it.
already?
And
Yeah,
I
shut
would just
it.
answer the
Why?
call to create your new
Why,
life
why,
here,
why?
Virgo. With the King of Swords, you have the World card here. I just wanted to see what else is going on in this reading, but the World can be an accomplishment or an achievement. The Ace of Swords is an accomplishment or an achievement. I'm pretty sure I said to you in your 2026 reading, the yearly reading that I did, that it might be a good year for you to like make sure you're starting off on the right foot. And what I mean by that is like, how can you have a victory today? Today, again, I'm recording.
How
on
can
the
I
26th.
have a
It'll
victory
be published
today?
on the 27th. If you're watching it on the 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, or the 31st, can you have a victory today? Doesn't have to be something amazing. It could be something very small. But I would like start stacking those victories right now because I feel that it could set you up for a really good year.
And
With the
magical.
Ace of Swords, you have the Five of Swords. You've
Crunching.
had something coming
Was
up
it crunching
in
or munching?
2025, end of 2024, into
Don't need another
2025.
amateur hour.
You've had something
Crunching.
about like some sort of difficulty or issue that you've dealt with. I don't know. There's something about your readings that really tell me that you're about to get some karma, like positive karma, based off of some sort of battle that you've been through, Virgo. So again, if you've had, it's probably involving other people. You have the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So if you have had some sort of issue or battle or challenge with other people, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I feel like there's some sort of positive karma coming in for you, or it's almost like you're being proven right about something where maybe everybody thought you were wrong. And, I definitely feel that could be happening for you at the beginning of the year. With the Judgment card, yes, you have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, something is dead, done, over with. Very common energy, I think, for an Earth sign to be getting at this time because we had Pluto in Capricorn for 20 years, right? Obviously Pluto moved into Aquarius officially in 2025 to stay. It's never going to go back to Capricorn again in our lifetimes. And so, what I would say
The
is
boys, the guardian of the hay.
Pluto in Capricorn, especially when it hits
There
the
we
cusp
go.
of Capricorn and Aquarius, it's like the death of establishment.
So playlists,
It's like everybody
no
has to
music,
let
the
go of some
piggies
sort of
weren't live in
establishment.
this
But
one.
Earth signs are definitely
Because I think that
that has been a part of your
the
life for a long
modem
time.
on the
It
computer
may be a
went
little bit of a comfort
because
zone
I
or
couldn't even get a
with
speed
something
test
with
to
that Four
run.
of Pentacles, right?
So I'll try it again
And so it can be a
tomorrow,
little
but I
bit scary.
just
But
recorded
at
the
the same
screen.
time, Ten of Swords is a blessing in disguise. So it says, once you let go, he's making the symbol right here, the same symbol the Hierophant is making on his card, and once he lets go, he gets the victory.
So piggies enjoying their New
Next,
Year's
we are going to look
snacks,
at
no
the
music,
best way for you
just
to set
munching.
yourself up for success the entire quarter.
Sounds and
You have
the
this card that
sound.
says it's time to take action. Yes.
Just munching
You have this card that
sounds.
says nothing is yet
and
set in stone. I think that would be a good motto for you, Virgo, is to set things in stone.
Distant,
right? To take things from the
light,
dream world into
twinkling
the real world.
bells.
And maybe that's what this is asking
Welcome
you
to
do.
2026.
Of course, right
May
at the beginning
your
of the year
year
here, we
be
have,
filled with
Saturn and
royal
Neptune will be
weeks,
moving back into Aries by the
ecstatic
middle of February.
popcorns, and an
Neptune
abundance
first at
of
the end of January,
romaine,
then Saturn February
veggies,
13th
and
or
magical
whatever it is.
crunching.
So,
From our
that
cage to
energy
yours,
definitely
the
wants us
boys,
to take action on things that we're
aka
wanting
the
to create.
guardians of the hay.
You have the Ten of Pentacles, the
Sweet.
Four of Pentacles, and the
Now
Five
let
of
me
Wands.
make sure that
Ten of
I
Pentacles
have
is
the
everything you want and
updated
desire in your life. So I think it's an
right
excellent
there.
time for you to work on
That
creating
way I have the
a life
updated one.
that you
If I
desire
did it
to live,
already,
right?
oh well.
Ten of Pentacles is a tree of life. It is everything you want and desire. It's about building and leaving a legacy. We're at the end of Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus wants us to build and leave a legacy. So obviously this doesn't happen overnight. You have to work, this is something you work on for the rest of your life. But, I feel getting started on working on something that could set you up for a bright future is what the card wants you to do with the Ten of Pentacles. I also feel with the King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles can sometimes represent information. It can represent getting information
Public.
from an unlikely source. It can, there's kind of like an
I don't need to
alternative
upload it
meaning
on
to
a
the Ten of
schedule.
Pentacles
It should
that
have been
represents
streamed a lot
hidden or secret
earlier.
information. This guy here
So
is
we're gonna
only,
publish it.
the old guy. He is the reason that the card represents an inheritance. because
Video
he's an old
published.
guy.
Video link.
And he
Promote
is,
it.
bringing
Close.
the inheritance to this family. The
So
alternative
now we're gonna
meaning
go
the
back
card
to
is that
live
this
because I
family
had a
just baby,
copyright
and
strike.
this old guy represents a beggar, and he is
And
coming.
I had
bringing
some
the
stuff
family
going
a
on in
gift.
the background,
And
so
to
we're going to try to
represent
get
someone
all
with
this
nothing to give,
copyright
who is
strike
giving
out of
something.
there. I've been trying to
so
trim it
basically,
out
Ten of
and get it
Pentacles
out of
can
there.
represent, like I said, information from an unlikely
It gives
source.
me
It's
these
like,
choices,
I don't know. Sometimes children say things to us that I think
And
are
then-
intuitive, right?
and
But
then
we
it
brush
doesn't
off
give me the
because they're children.
choices.
Sometimes, I've read a bunch of books that if you read them, if you look at the reviews on Amazon, they have
So
terrible
I have to
reviews.
keep
But
going
if you
back and
look at the
getting that
reviews,
done.
people are like, the author forgot a comma on page 37 or something like that. And so that means the whole entire book is wrong, right? There's so many books. Like I can think of one off the top of my head. One Sentence Persuasion, one of my favorite books of all time. Everybody hates on it because the guy is selling something in the book. I didn't buy what the guy was selling, but the book made me a bunch of money. I can tell you that right now. So
One sentence
that's a
persuasion.
great example. Ten of Pentacles says you have to look deeper than just the surface level, right? You have to think about
One
how information
sentence
applies to your
persuasion.
situation. And when you do that, that's where the success comes from. And again, you have that sudden wealth card, so definitely
Pop-ups.
could be
Come on,
sudden
buddy.
wealth.
Stop popping.
You have the Four of Pentacles again, so definitely time to leave a comfort zone. That's a clear theme in this reading, and that's probably how you're going to set yourself up for bigger successes in 2026. Also, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment. Really helps me out, Virgo. You have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is conflict and competition. Again, I think it's going to be a very important year for you to study the competition. I think this comes up for you a lot, Virgo.
So I guess
But I would
it's an
study the
Amazon
competition,
trip. I'll have to
see what
look
they're
on
doing, see what they're
Amazon.
not doing, and think about how you can stand out above the competition. And that's really what I would be focusing on with the Five of Wands. It'll probably lead to the most success. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess here. Very intuitive year, really. Anytime Neptune changes signs, it's almost like we're developing
It's only
new
on Kindle.
intuition, kind of. And
It
so,
burns my
you know,
eyes out
I
that
would
way.
be trusting your intuition.
I'm not a
I
big
think
fan
that
of
Neptune
Kindle.
and Aries, which will be at the end of
My eyeballs
January,
feel like they're
is
getting burned
going
down
to be
my head.
that first gut
Maybe I can
feeling
find
you
it
have
somewhere.
about everything.
I'll check it
Aries
for the
is kind of like
library.
the initiator when we get started on something, right? And so Neptune and Aries, I feel like when we are about to start something, we are going to have a feeling. That is what we need to be trusting, is that first gut, immediate
There
gut
we go.
instinct on something. And if
I
you
will
listen to
check
that, that could bring in a lot of
And
good
this is another
opportunities.
thing I wanted to check.
With the Four of Pentacles, yes, if you want things to
Logic.
continue, you have to
Intro
think.
to logic.
Is what that says, right? Wheel of Fortune is going around in a circle. The Four of Pentacles.
It was
stuck in a
written by.
comfort
It
zone.
was recommended
so personally,
by.
of course, I like the Wheel of Fortune. It's a
I
good
forget
card.
his
But,
name.
the wheel spins in whatever direction it wants.
That lawyer
So we
guy
have to
who's
take
doing
control
all
of
that
the wheel,
wonderful
and we
research.
have to double down on the things clearly here with the
On
Four of Pentacles that move you closer
the
to like
crazy
your Nine of
things
Pentacles
with
and your
Charlie
Ten of
Kirk.
Pentacles. Again, overall, I
Baron.
feel very good about the reading because you have the Nine of Pentacles.
Baron.
The Nine of Pentacles
He
is the
recommended
vision of heaven on earth.
Everyone look
Ten of
into an
Pentacles would be like the
intro to
ultimate vision
logic.
for your legacy or whatever you want to create. So if you can see it, you can do it, right? And I feel this is saying you need to start doubling down on the steps to get there.
He was actually
With
doing
the
a really
Five of Wands,
funny,
you have the King of
making
Cups.
fun of this
Yeah, I would watch
gal
out
who
for your
came in with a
emotions
really
this year.
stupid comment.
There are some things
And it
going
was
on that
during
could
his
be
rant. He was
emotional.
like, "You should get
The
this
King of
book."
Cups is very in control of his emotions. And
It was
he's
funny.
sitting in the
It was
middle of the
funny. He was
ocean,
so
and he's
mean,
sitting
but
in these choppy
in a
waters,
good way.
but
Because
he is
I'm
perfectly
tired of
fine on his
stupid
face.
people too. I'm sure
So
you
it
guys are all
basically says,
tired
take
of
control
stupid
of your
people.
emotions
People have
so
to
that you
stop
can
being
have a
dumb,
good life.
celebrating that they're really stupid, and that they've
Next,
never read a
in the
book
area of
or
the
left
good
their
stuff, you have
house.
this Mercury card, it says
And that
messages
nobody
on
in their
it.
family
You have this
argues
Series
with
card,
them.
it says nurture on it.
Mastering
yeah, a lot of people have
logical
already had cards like the
fallacies,
Empress
flawless
and
rhetoric,
things like that
bulletproof
talk about
logic.
nurturing. It
Huh.
seems to me like it is a good year to
Huh.
nurture the things
That's
that you
not
want
what
to
he's
see
talking
in your
about.
life. Definitely a ton of messages. Again,
Critical thinking.
Uranus, is the higher octave of Mercury. Mercury
This
rules
looks
Gemini.
like a decent
Uranus loves being in Gemini. the problem with Uranus and Gemini
What
is I
year
think
is
it's going to be
this?
a lot of messages, very mentally active,
Kind of a
right?
stoic.
So we need to like write down the messages.
All right, we're
the
gonna put
intuitive
this
hits, and the things that
on
we're getting. And I would start now.
text file.
Yes, I understand
I'll
that
peek
Uranus
more
is not
into
in Gemini
these,
right now.
but let me get
But
some
it's already
writing
been in
done.
there. So we've already gotten a taste of the energy. We need to start working with it before it enters into Gemini. Astrology is like a wave. You want to catch the wave early. That, you know, most people that follow astrology, I think they just like let things happen. You know, it's like they're just like, oh, you know, this is happening. So
This is
You know,
happening.
that's why I'm gonna
It's
get into an
happening.
accident or something bad is gonna happen. It's like that's not what astrology is about. It's like I think the problem with tarot and astrology is people look at it as way too predictive. It's like, can it predict things? Sure, yes, but it's not. That's not what it's meant to do.
I
It's
don't
meant
really
be
want to
energy
change
that you
this
can work with, right?
because
So
I've had it
work with the
forever,
energy
but that's
for sure.
why it needs to go.
You have the Lovers,
That's
the
not
Four
the one I'm
Swords, and the
thinking
Knight of Swords.
about.
Definitely could be love for those of you that want it. And I don't think I said this, but this row is going to represent how to have the best outcome for the quarter. And the Lovers could be love, but it could also be a choice that you're making. Usually with the Lovers, we should pick the new path. So any new opportunities that are coming your way would be very good. You have the Four Swords. Four Swords can be resting, relaxing, recovering, and healing. There's definitely
Look.
something about this year that wants us to make sure we have like dedicated time
sweet.
for rest.
Hi,
I think
sweet.
because it's going to be a very busy year.
Such
You know,
a
we're
pretty
going from the year of the
baby.
snake to the year of the horse
Such
in
a
the
pretty
Chinese astrology,
baby.
in Chinese zodiac, or whatever. It's the fire horse as well, right? So very active. We also have Uranus and Gemini, which I think people don't even realize how active that is going to be. And so we need to make sure
one
that
yawn.
we have a practice where
When I know that
recharges
my
our
third is
batteries.
coming,
Telling everyone
stream
it's like
ends.
critically important.
Yep,
for
stream ends right
2026.
there.
Again, this is not a bad thing.
My body
This
says
is
go to
good
sleep, I
because,
go to sleep.
you know, we're
And you're
going to
like,
be getting a
but
lot
Kim,
done, but you know, we
it's
just
not
need
even
to
9
make sure
o'clock
that
at
if we
night.
get sick or if we
And
get
I'm like,
injured or
yeah,
something,
but it's
we're
dark,
not. So,
and
I
I'm
think
yawning.
that's why this keeps coming up.
I go
You
to
have
sleep
the
when
Knight of
I
Swords
go
again,
to sleep.
so no rushing. Like I don't feel bad about
I'm
the
being
Knight of Swords in your
sarcastic.
reading. I definitely think
Being
there's
silly.
like quick movement. I feel you're focusing
It's
on
me,
building
being
momentum,
silly.
which is great. It is a year of momentum, so we definitely should be.
There we
but
go.
again, like you know, if you find yourself getting excited about
Oh,
things and
I have the
jumping
same
to
hat on,
conclusions or whatever,
just not a
you know,
purple
maybe
one.
that would be a good time for you to slow things down.
Nice.
With the Lovers, here you go. You have the Knight of Cups. So definitely, for those of you that
There
are
we
looking for
go.
love,
Oh
definitely
my
could be a solid
goodness.
connection. Knight in shining armor.
We're just gonna
Could
remove
be a water
that.
sign. Could be. You also have Earth. You know, Aquarius,
It's
Scorpio,
all
Taurus,
being
Leo, and
changed.
Capricorn kind of stand out to me.
So
in this
we're gonna
reading,
change
so
this
there you
right
go.
now.
With the Four Swords, you have the
Are we
Queen of
gonna
Wands.
change
Yes,
it? Or are we going
everybody
to
needs to like march to the beat of their own drum, right? now.
march into the beat of
You
my
know,
own
I
drum?
think that there's a lot of stuff
Whatnot,
going on
Twitch,
that is
X,
encouraging people to
YouTube,
be
Instagram.
authentically themselves.
Live
The
streamer.
problem with that is Pluto and Aquarius. Pluto and Aquarius, it's like people will want to join the hive mind. So if you're going against the hive mind, you know, people are going to be like,
I
what are
will
you
be
doing?
right back.
Why do you have different ideas?
Alright, Chris, give me a second. I'll be right back. He said the hive mind. I definitely want to hear what he's saying on this one. Chris is always good. He's pretty logical too. There we go. Be right back. Be right back. I shall be right back. All right, let me finish up this last thing. And then I'm going to go private for the rest of the night. There we go. Oh, I can't even lift that one. It's this one. What did I move my seat over? I moved my seat over. I try and move the cam. And I've been tucked over in the corner all day. How come you didn't tell me? All right, so let's just turn it a little bit better. Boop, boop, boop. I actually kind of want this to show. So I guess I could work like this. Teasy. All right. Whatever. Whatever. So let me put some text here, because I needed to have this done. I really did. It was like one of my habit starting today kind of a thing. And let me see. All right, I'm gonna try to find, you know what? I'm just gonna open this one. Can you see that one? No? Oh well. I'm going soon, so it's cold. It's very cold. What is the weather today? Here, let's open the weather up on a window you can see. Weather.com. My January outlook. See where the cold is standing its ground. Yeah, no. Bristol. 23 degrees. See, I just want to do like an hourly thing. Okay, so it's mostly cloudy tomorrow, but the sun will pop itself out. I like to go outside twice a day for 15 minutes at least. That's how your body stays healthy. Let's do 10 day. Is there any snow in our horizon? Whoops. 21 degrees Fahrenheit. And I don't see anything that says snow. So okay. 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 We're gonna shut that. And now we're gonna go back to figuring out what we were figuring out. Can you see that? No, you can't. Just trust me. I'm not trying to be quiet. I'm just trying to find, I had notes on what I was going to do with the text on my YouTube channel. And apparently, I forgot it. Alright, here it is. Tell me if you like, this is Kimberly Teed. That's me. I go live daily, sharing reseller life, creative projects, and the small, meaningful rhythms of everyday living. That sounds kind of cool, right? Only because I really don't know what this channel is going to be like, so I figured I'd get everyday living. Some days it's work, right? Some day it's making things creative. Some days it's just showing up and letting life unfold. You'll also find two connected channels. Piggy Teats, that's where I made the thumbnail problem go away a few minutes ago. and Sleepy Hollow Sessions. I'll pull both of those up for you so you can see them. Alright, so we're going to pull that and copy and paste it right now, and I'm sure it's going to evolve in life. This is why it works. This is how we do it. Okay, so, did I say okay really loud? Like, okay, Zoe. So, here we go. Live streamer. Live streamer. There, I just want like a brief thing. So I'll put those texts, blah, 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 under here, like this. Boom. But that's not what I really want. I want, if you're peeking at only my first couple of things. So I'm going to write reseller, not resales, reseller life. Creative life. Online presence. That's actually pretty good, but not right now. And I just want to write hello, not this is Kimberly Teed. Hello. 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 We're going to take this one off of here. Hello. Boop. Is that even showing? Why is it so dark? Like look, I can touch my camera. And my camera's between you, my light. My light is between you. Oh, you know what it is all the screens are dark. So when I moved it so that I need to get a white screen up over here. That's not a white screen. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm not. Here we go. There's a white screen. So let it reflect the... There we go. See? Simple fix. And now I don't need a light in my eyes. Wow. I should just keep that screen up all the time. There we go. And then that way it shines the light on my face. Boom. Done. Live streamer. Reseller life. Creative life. And then BJJ hobbyist. Hello. I go live daily sharing. I don't like how this is written. It kind of, I'm gonna do this over again. I know I only want like a couple sentences, but that kind of sounds robotic. I don't want to be a robot. I don't want to be a pirate. Who was that? Who was it? You know that quote. I don't want to be a pirate. Alright, so we're just going to put a couple of dashes in here and I'll add it to later. And you'll also, my two connected channels, not you'll also find, it's not personal enough. My two connected channels, Piggy Teeds. So let me YouTube and then search for the Piggy Teeds. Can you see that screen? Yes. Virgo. I like this guy too. I tell you, I like all these like Virgo readings. More fraud. Oh my god, my brain can't do the math anymore. Like, here's the Piggy Teeds. My brain cannot do the math anymore. Seriously. We don't need any more fraud. See, look, but you can barely see that right there I spelled ecstatic wrong. Right there, look. It's in the video. That's so embarrassing. Yeah, intelligent. Intelligent. I swear, I'm intelligent. I'm intelligent. I'm intelligent. I'm intelligent. I'm telling you, I'm intelligent. So bad. So bad, so bad, so bad. Alright, here we go. So, piggy teeth. And then we'll just put that here. And then we'll do a little click and a 1, 2, 3. There we go. A calm, cheerful space featuring my guinea pigs, daily live cams, and a gentle background and gentle. Daily live cams for gentle background company while you work. And then Sleepy Hollow Sessions. So if we go to Piggy Teens and we just change that to Sleepy Hollow Sessions. I think I'm not doing a Sleepy Hollow Sessions tomorrow. I probably will. I'm gonna squeeze in a Sleepy Hollow Sessions. Look. Because it says 9 days ago for my last update. Wait, let me see. 7 days ago and 9 days ago. Yeah, I'm due for a Sleepy Hollow Sessions. 6 subscribers. Wow. I think last time I checked it had 4. So if it had 4 and now I have 6, there's a 50% increase. Woo woo. So what is this Piggy Teens have? I didn't like look at that. Oh, I have to get rid of her now. Hold on. Wait. Leave that up. To leave that up so I can change up away from the Santa Claus cap. Yes, I did the Santa Claus cap. And I made, since it's like sleep, work, and relax, I kind of made a more elfish logo than my standard logo. Wow, some of these are getting 0 views. Oh my god. Oh, they're lives. They're lives. That's okay. It's like, that's really bad. Alright, these have gotten at least a dozen. Okay, I'm cool with that. So my son tells me that I made this one too dark. I did a fade to dark for him, and he said it got really too dark. So we'll have to update that one too. But let me go back. Channel content. Oops, what happened? Oh, alright. I was like, copyright claims, there's only like chewing sounds. But this was that one. I played, so I was streaming it, and from this computer, so I'm streaming over there, the guinea pigs are in that corner, and I was streaming it, and from this computer, I happened to put on a video. Actually, it was Mario on Twitch, and he had some Christmas music, and from over there, it caught the Christmas music that was here. So bad. And then all of a sudden, it's like, you got copyright claims. No, please, I don't want copyright claims. It's Christmas music. I am not going to pretend that I own the Christmas music. I'm just going to cut it out. So there you go. Alright. Oh, that's me again. And Chris Recht is still up there. So what other, I should put another thing. Let me just take, this is Sleepy Hollow Sessions. And that has 19 views, that's 18 views. This has 7 views, so we're going to do this one. See, there you go. We'll just have this one playing. There we go. Pretty, right? I liked it. Why does it only have 7 views, though? Well, it has 1 thumbs up, so that's a good sign. Alright, we'll leave that play. Anyway, let's go back to this. So I wanted to do Sleepy Hollow sessions and go like this. And then go over like this and go 1, 2, 3, space. Delete, delete, delete. Ambient videos. For focus, rest, and quiet momentum. I want to take these periods out of here. They just seem a little forced. There we go. And there we go. So 1, 2, 3. And I have to get that text to make better sense to me, but I really think I'm gonna go soon. I think I'm gonna go soon. Here we go. Big changes. Publish. And now the whole channel identity switches from where it was years ago. Ain't that something? Oh, I should change that to a different background maybe? No, just leave it alone. Let me see what it looks like. Wow. My channel? I thought I just upgraded that. Didn't I just change that? It didn't change? This didn't go away either. Wait, you and I, we just did this together. Please tell me that I just didn't come up with all those words and now all those words are gone. I click save, right? Well, there it goes. Okay. So look, 994 subscribers, but that's what I had when I started. Like, I stopped for a lot of years. And now I'm back to it. How to personalize your email on... Oh, these are all old videos. This one has a copyright. Yeah, all old videos. Dashboard. Oh shit. Customize my channel. So it did all stick. That's nice. So for right now, I just want to upload anything. It doesn't need to look like anything. This might be a good one. I want to bring it to size though. So I'm going to cancel this. Why didn't I just use this one? Oh, that's a transparent background. I don't want a transparent background. Oh, some of these are better. Some of these are better. Okay, I'm going to go into here. I just want to pick a header. There we go. I just wanted to see. Because I cleaned up and they were in there. Just wanted to see how that looked. There I am. Cleaning up. Okay, so this is pretty good. All right, I'm happy with that. So let's make some of these just like bigger, extra larger. Can you see those? Oh no, you can't even see them. Oh dang, that one kind of needs to be fixed. Let's see which one I like better. That one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, or this one. These are all AI generated using my logo. I don't hate that one. Oh, look at the puppy. I don't hate that one either. I don't hate that one. I kind of like that one. I like that one. Oh, look. Hello, baby. And I like, oh. So you can always do AI generated as 3 minutes. Too funny. Too funny. Alright, so I'll have to edit this one. So we'll pull that one out of today. That's actually a good one, except for the fact that oh my gosh. These are all pretty good. That cat looks a little bit cartoonish, but other than that, I'm wearing gloves in that one. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of those gloves. I would have to edit that. Kind of like that. Why am I wearing 2 sets of headphones? Yeah, I would have to edit that, so let's shut that one off. This one's good. This one's good. Why would I be wearing 2 sets of headphones? This one's good. Kind of like having the kitty in the background. 3 screens. I only have 2. I only have 2. And so now we have it down to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What do you think? Might go with this one. Or let's pull up the YouTube banner mock-up. So this is, that's the work area. So let's see which one fits into this best. Oh, these are small. Ooh. So I think we're going to go with this one, even though it's small. Because that way, like, the middle can be in the middle. Alright, I have to play with that a little bit more, and I'm not doing it tonight. Kind of like this one because it's... Then she's using a pen. I don't like that. I would have to edit that. Boom. I could edit like just this. That's pretty cool. That crunch is hilarious. Okay. I think we're going to choose not this one. And why do I have cans all over my desk? What am I, a slob? That has to be edited. We're going to choose this one because except for these weirdo gloves, I don't see where anything needs to be changed. It's basic. Alright, we're gonna go with this. Okay, we're gonna go with this. That's what we have right now. It's good enough. I know, a Virgo who says it's good enough. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so thank you for stopping in. More edits, more decisions, more creations, more reseller life, more critters, more me. Okay, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. And I'm going to hold this peace sign up. I'm going to hold it up. I'll put it over here. I'll try to do like a cute little like, yo. And then I'm going to turn off the camera. So watch. Here we go. I'm going to turn it off.